Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our second best of three of the day. It's time for Invictus Gaming versus CIS. I'm LD of Beyond the Summit, and I am joined here by my main man, Winter. Winter, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How about you?
Glad to hear it. I'm looking forward to seeing you in Seattle soon, buddy, but we've got a best of three on our hands now. IG versus CIS. I have not seen CIS since the TI qualifiers. Oh, no, that's actually not true. I saw them in the Mars TV tournament right after, but have you seen them much lately? Do you know anything?
Yeah, we played against them.
Okay. What do you think of
Yesterday.
CIS right now?
Yeah, I think they are the strongest team in the wild card.
So you think
Among the four teams in the wild card. I think they're going to trash everyone.
so? The other teams there are Arrow, who are also last I heard are
MVP.
oh no, sorry, MVP. That's right. They're the
MVP, Liquid, and Virtus Pro. I think CIS is going to. They're actually. I feel they are quite ahead of the other three teams. They are very strong,
okay.
in my opinion.
VP looked pretty good at the very end of the qualifiers, but I feel like they're the other strong candidate if they play up to their potential, but they were just so inconsistent. I wouldn't want to bet money on them, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was really surprising though when I watched the qualifiers where they played. Everyone was like counting them out, but suddenly they played really well during the qualifiers when it mattered. They beat Rock's Kiss and they were in the finals, and they were actually they had a good chance of winning it in the end over against Mouse, but yeah.
Wasn't quite enough in the end. They still have a shot though going to Seattle, and who knows what's going to happen between now and the actual wildcard matches. I guess it's like 3 weeks or so, 3.5 weeks until the wildcard games begin, something like that. So time is running low.
4 weeks? Oh, is it 4 weeks? I think.
Well, no, the main event's in like about 4 weeks because it starts July 18th through 21st.
Earlier.
Yeah, so there's not much time left to get ready. The teams are got to be buckling down soon. And that's the one thing where I feel like CIS has a bit of an edge because they're in China, and there's like 5 big, well not big, but there's 5 online Chinese tournaments with all of the top teams playing. Whereas you look in the Western scene, there's the D2L playoffs, and there's ESL, and that's basically it. So teams like Liquid, Virtus Pro don't have that much in the way of practice opportunities. MVP Phoenix has a little bit, but most of their practice is against, second tier competition. So I think CIS is just going to have the better preparation going into the event.
Yeah, but there's also one thing I feel that's really important. Like before TI, you really don't want to play any tournaments.
Well, any's a strong word.
You try not to play tournaments like 1 or 2 weeks before. I think
Oh,
these tournaments
yeah.
they stretch out until right before TI, right? You play for 2 weeks.
Most of the games are done in the next week for all these events that are going on. LGD,
So there'll be like 2 weeks before TI,
Yeah.
which they don't have any tournaments.
I think at least like a week and a half, I would say.
Oh, that's pretty decent then.
Yeah.
Still alright.
It's like Liquid haven't really played anything since the TI qualifiers. That's like,
I think it's good though. No one sees you play.
yeah, but I mean, there's something to be said for like keeping your form, right? Like, do you really think all the teams at ESL are at a disadvantage because they're playing games close to TI?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
I think if you were the stronger teams to be able to win TI, I personally talked to Mushi. He told me it was actually a blessing in disguise after they found out the dates of ESL and TI, that it was actually better for them not to qualify since they'll have more time to prepare, so they don't have to fly around.
Winter,
much.
are you telling me that DK intentionally threw their ESL matches
No,
so they would
but
not have to
they-
play so close to TI?
But after losing,
Confirmed by Mushi. Confirmed by Mushi. DK
Screw
threw their
you.
ESL matches. Winter providing us the inside info.
it was just like something like, at least even if they lose, it wasn't all going bad.
Right. I'm just messing with you, of course. Okay, let's talk about this game a bit, I guess we've gotten a bit off track here. It's CIS versus IG. First pick went to CIS. They picked the Invoker. Bans are all very standard.
Their first pick Invoker, that's like a while since I see first pick Invoker. Because Invoker is really bad in the laning phase now.
He got both
the
of his paths nerfed.
Yeah.
The Quaswex was nerfed 2 patches ago in 6.81, and or 6.80 I think it was, and then the Forge Spirits got nerfed in 6.81. So
And the cold snap. I think the Force Spirit is still like alright, but
Yeah.
the main thing was the cold snap.
yes,
Cold
the
snap
damage scaling changed a lot.
I don't even like bother about the level 7 cold snap. It deals more damage than the old cold snap, but it's like at the start of the game, Invoker is not as lane dominant. That's the reason why you see Tinkers now getting popular. Like usually, it's always Invoker in middle, and if Tinker is up against Invoker in middle lane, he gets easily. It's a easily gank target because of cold snap and tornado, or even just the Fort Spirits. But IG respond with like Enchantress. This is what I heard from China. If they see you pick Invoker early, they will not give away Enchantress and Invoker to you. That's less likely they'll give you these two heroes together because you get so much control and pushing power early game. Like the Exalt Invoker and Enchantress.
The other thing is that the Enchantress is really good at pressuring Invoker, and he's so squishy and gankable these days. Especially if you go Quas Exort. It's like a free hero.
That's really weird. IG used to like to open with Brewmaster and Prophet in the first two, but now it's in the second place.
They really like these strong mid-game heroes, the punchers, I would say, from IG.
Yeah, Brewmaster is a very huge puncher. Even to a certain extent, I feel sometimes it's not really good for you to build the axe. Instead, just build something like a BKB and Shiva. Just go in like a tanker, like a puncher.
Our chat is being invaded by monsters, it looks like. That's neither here nor there, though. So CIS go for a Bristle, Tinker, Joker. It's a very scary lineup if you let them get to mid or late game, but they do need a lot of farm, these three. And I'm not seeing too much pressure or tempo control in the mid game.
Yeah,
or the laning
but
stage, I should say.
The thing is, I feel if CIS wants to go greedy, they are less likely to get punished because Enchantress and Shaman, you can be aggressive, but it's not as good as like a Shadow Demon or Enchantress.
Alright. IG get an insurance policy here. They'll pick up the anti-mage.
But Enchantress can still be annoying to help the Brewmaster's lane early game. So that lane will be tough for the Invoker depending on the luck of the Enchantress creep.
I like this AM pick versus Bristleback as well, because you just burn all his mana and then he's annoying, but he's not really that scary. Can't spam the quills and do too much against you in lane. So AM should get pretty much free farm this game. Our mid lane, I guess we're going to see the Brewmaster there. And then the main question for CIS is how they want to lane this. Do we see the Tinker go mid and Invoker safe lane? Is that what we're looking at here?
No, I think you'll prioritize protecting the Tinker. Tinker is the key hero in their lineup, not the Invoker.
Okay.
And Tinker in middle lane against Enchantress is too dangerous.
Yeah, I guess whichever one goes there is probably going to have a bad time, but like you said, the Tinker's more important to protect.
Yeah,
so.
He's the key hero here in their lineup. So you would give all the amount of the bodyguards you have towards the Tinker instead of the Invoker.
I do like the AM pick for another reason, which is that I feel AM is very underrated versus Tinker. If you get into those late game situations, he's probably him and like Faceless Void are like the two carries that can really hunt the Tinker effectively.
I like Storm more.
Yeah, Storm's pretty good too, but AM, I guess with AM you get a little bit more of a late game punch is what IG is thinking here.
Yeah, and the final pickup for CIS is going to be their main disables. Before the Lion, they had like not very good disables for AM, but Lion is a very good support against AM, and not to mention the Brewmaster as well.
Yeah, he is a bit squishy. If the brew gets the jump on him, he's gonna feed.
And
but
every support is squishy. Maybe not Trian, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely not the tree. But they needed the lockdown. That's for sure.
Jakiro is a tanky support, but his disables is like not disables. Follow-up stuns, more like.
I know what you mean. I'm just leaving you hanging to make you feel awkward.
Yeah, you do that. You do that to me all the time.
Yeah, I can't resist. All right, buddy. Let's get into it here. It's game 1 of a best of 3. It's IG versus CIS. Loser goes home. Winner makes their way into the semifinals, and well, we'll see if CIS can surprise IG here. We'll introduce the teams now. CIS, they'll have June as the offlane Bristleback, mid, Inflame, and on the Invoker. Io going to be playing the tree. Safe lane, Black will be handling the Tinker, and Demons on the line. And the offlane goes YYF as the Prophet. Did not go for the level 1 teleport wards. He's just going to walk down to the lane and place one. 430 on the Brewmaster. Chuan, the Enchantress. Luo will be playing the Anti-Mage, and the Dudley Faith on the Shadow Shaman as CIS make their move up the river.
Yeah, they're going to bump into Chuan, but Chuan is going to... Oh, he's actually going to get into a range for lead seat, but his teammates are too far.
So they did not try to block the camps. They just dropped a nice observer ward to spot poles and support movements through the jungle from CIS. And we are going to see that Boots first tree. I've seen a few of the Chinese trees just go for like wards and just pull and stuff, but I feel this is just the way you have to play the tree, is the aggressive PPD style.
Yeah, I think you cannot waste the strongest attribute of the hero, which is a strong level 1 spell and 85 base damage.
Tree knows how to punch. He's gotten some lessons from Mike Tyson along the way.
They're going to do a tri-lane aggressive. Oh no, Demons is going to run up, get chopped by the anti-mage.
That's a lot of free harassment that he just gave away, and that's without skilly mana burn. That's just regular auto attacks from the AM.
Yeah, squishy, confirmed. Lion squishy support.
Faith will de-ward the big camp before the creeps actually spawn, so we don't see that one ward that was placed earlier.
Oh, this is an interesting sentry. Does this actually block the camp? This one.
This one right here?
It's the first time I've seen this sentry.
I'm not sure. It is out of range, so we're going to find out real soon. And
oh, it does.
Wow.
Wow. You learn something new every day.
That's a very unusual one. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, neither me.
But the big camp is the one that really matters, and they did de-ward that, so... I mean, blocking this medium camp's annoying, but I wouldn't say it's crucial for IG.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but it stutters a bit of the Enchantress growth, and there's less likely a chance where he finds, like, there's a less possibility of the Enchantress getting more good creeps to help the early game.
By the way, Winter, I mentioned this briefly, but I really like this AM versus Bristleback safe lane. Like, already Bristleback's out of mana and can't... AM's not going to be using spells, so Magic Stick's not going to help you too much.
He's one of the carries that I, personally on the offlane, I hate facing the most. Because he burns all your mana. Like, regardless of what hero you're on. Elder Titan, Darkseer, Bristleback, Tidehunter, anything, Clockwork. You're just useless without mana.
All those traditional offlaners really struggle against him, and especially the melee ones.
Yeah,
but here comes Chuan. Is he going to go first smoke? He's making his way down bottom, and Chuan, the Enchantress, as some call him, is on the move.
Wow, I'm actually surprised that he made this move because it's a Treant on the enemy side. Wow, he's just gonna go in.
He does find Demons, gets off the slow, and in comes YYF. This is gonna be our first blood, it looks like. This is a lot of right-click power. One more spear, and indeed Chuan will secure the first blood. That was easy.
Yeah, he had like, pretty good creeps as well to get the kill and the Prophet TPing in. The Lion was just out of position. He saw the Treant around this area with his ward here. So they knew that the Lion was all the way too far alone, doing the double pull.
That was just the perfect time as well. He had the 2 creeps, and he had the enchant off cooldown as well.
I think he was lucky as well, because most of the time you will have the Observer here to see the movement up the ramp.
Yeah,
and he didn't smoke for that.
They placed the 1 Observer ward at the top lane, and they're still sitting on 1 on IO. He hasn't actually placed it yet.
Oh, okay. No wonder they knew that there was no way, because they saw them placing this Observer ward.
And so they probably saw it in Io's inventory because he showed himself in the lane, so they knew there was no ward bottom, so I guess maybe it wasn't lucky after all.
Yeah, they knew. It was probably that. It was because it was quite surprising that you would just walk up the ramp like this without a smoke. Yeah, unless you're pretty certain that there's no vision.
If Tree's waiting there for you, he can really punish you.
Yeah, but he has the perfect creep now. The Chain Lightning. It's annoying.
Yeah, he's really putting pressure on this bottom lane. As we see Io dropping to about half HP. He does have the living armor to help heal him up, but Tron can just keep on harassing him. He'll get the shockwave creep now, and well, top lane there will be a wraparound from Faith. Anti-mage can blink in here. He's only level 3, but just simple harassment it looks like.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to get a kill yet. Maybe if at level 4 when the Shaman has another disable, then maybe they can, but Tron is going to exert a lot of pressure on, like I said, the key hero here in their draft is the Tinker, so she's here down trying to give as much pressure as she can towards the Tinker's lane.
You all top lane, June gets caught and he gets zapped down by Fate. That's a level 2 Ether Shock. Very well played. Just kept on harassing him and then grabbed him with the shackles.
He was at like a little bit more than half HP, didn't pop himself.
Yeah, and in the end he'll pay. He was trying to be greedy and wait for the last possible second to use it.
Yeah.
The other thing I like about this Enchantress going aggressive, Winter, is that they're not able to stack for the Tinker. The Ancients haven't been stacked by the Invoker yet, and the supports are trapped bottom, but they can't go stack the big camp. And we see a dive bottom lane. Io might go down here. Black may drop as well. He gets surrounded by an army of Treants. YYF's going to bring him down. It looks like that's 2 heroes dead in the bottom lane, including the precious Tinker. And now Demons could be next. Tron healing up, tanking some tower shots, but still alive. He can turn around. He kills off Demons. That's a double kill for the Enchantress. It'll make it out safely too. What brilliant play!
I think his job is done. Tinker has He has his farm hindered a lot already by that, and having to be forced to buy an TP scroll is gonna delay a lot of his soul ring. Usually with the soul ring and level 6 rearm, you can just keep farming the jungle.
But there's no stacks either is the big problem. Like, Chuan was farming the big camp, the supports couldn't get to it to farm, and well, on top of that, AM's free farming. He's 33 and 7. Tower is even denied.
This is looking really bad for CIS.
They already lost the bottom tower.
Yeah, they're 2 versus 3 and they lost. I mean, the 3 lost the lane against the 2.
Where are they gonna go now? Like, I feel like they need to be stacking these Ancients for black, but we haven't seen anyone make an effort to do so yet. As well as the Bristleback. Bristleback can use the Ancients as well.
Nobody has time to do it, like you said. And Chan just disrupting a lot. Well, what if he's gonna try and kill black? Nah, don't think he'll get it. He's level 6 already though. He has that Nature's Wrath. If they want to try and kill me though with Ferrari, Ferrari doesn't have mana for a clap. They can actually try to go for a clap.
It's been caught out here. There is a Mana Void available if Lua wants to throw it, but it's not even needed. Just another Ether Shock. He's feeding kills to Faith, who's level 5 on a support Shadow Shaman at 6 minutes. That's very bad. Everything is very bad right now for CIS. They're down 6-0. They're down 5k gold. They're feeding the AM. They're feeding the Shadow Shaman. 430 is going to farm his Blink quickly. And Chuan's been everywhere. He's got an Urn. He's got a Bell of Giant Strength. He's got more HP than the freaking tree already. Wow, this is bad.
Okay, the tree is going to see him here.
That's level 3 heal. They can't kill him. I don't think.
Maybe Tornado EMP. I think they can.
It's gonna take everything they have, but this is an important kill. He's level 5. He's still alive. Heal will wear off now. Okay.
The cold snap damage.
Still, it takes 3 heroes to kill the support Enchantress, so it's not like the easiest kill either.
Yeah, he has the Urn and the Belt of Giant Strength. Yeah, that made him so tanky. Not to mention the heal. But at this moment, they can only hope for the Soul Ring plus BOT on the Tinker, and slowly claw their way back from their deficit now. At the moment, I don't think they can do anything aggressive apart from just waiting. And the problem is, if they wait, the AM will just get more farm than the Tinker after the Battle Fury.
And if the AM's ahead especially, that's where the Tinker has to be very nervous about split pushing.
Yeah, Panda will control the game for them as well. Panda and the level 6 from the Shaman and the proper TPing on. The towers are going to drop really quick, since Tinker can't defend now. Oh, bottom lane.
They've gone in bottom lane. They find black again. Chuan, he did TP in bottom, and now they're... Oh, are they diving top? No, they'll back off. But there's nowhere for the Tinker to go now. Like, he can't farm his own jungle, because they've got this freshly placed Observer Ward by Chuan. There's only a single Ancient stack for him, and his March of Machines it's level 3, so it's not too bad, but there's no points in rearm yet, so I guess he's about to get level 7. But even then, he's still got to farm the BOTs, and once that's done, well, now he's bought a Soul Ring, so now he really has a while to go.
I don't think he has a choice though to just keep saving for the BOT.
Oh yeah, you have to get it first.
Middle lane as well. Io's gonna go down.
Yeah, Io goes down. Inflame just running around in Viz here, but they might bring down the Lion as well. The Boulder Toss comes out once again. They'll try and focus him down with the Immolation Panda. He'll fall. That's 2 dead, and almost Inflame dying there as well. Chuan joins the party. The wards are dropped, and IG. They've taken all 3 tier 1s. The Tinker's Ancients aren't safe. His jungle's not safe. And I mean, that's just the beginning of their worries. The Bristleback has no farm. Lion is desperately underleveled and poor.
Yeah, I really feel that the Bristleback as well as the offlane, if you have like such a start, you need so much space to come back into the game. He's not like a clockwork. Okay, you have level 6, you can do something. Or Darkseer, you can abuse the jungle better than the Bristleback. Bristleback is just, he needs a lot of space, basically, as an offlane.
Yeesh. What does CIS do now, Winter? I feel like I'm stumped.
They can just like hope for the best. Just keep stacking and hope. The first mission they have to is just complete the BOT on the Tinker, no matter what the cost.
Okay, let's start with that. As Chuan gets himself a 9-minute gem. Man, that is a bold item.
Wow, okay. Against the Trian. The annoying Trian.
And the thing is, as soon as this gem is delivered, he can deward this and this. And then CIS are in the dark.
Yeah, look at the value. These 2 wards are gone.
The gem is coming. Let's see.
Oh, bottom lane. Furin's coming.
Might go down again here. It does throw out a laser, but it's not going to matter. Chuan's just going to imp him. Oh.
Oh, he didn't manage to get the last email. Oh well.
Now they're rotating. They might get the turnaround. This could be very bad for IG, not getting the Tinker and giving up the Enchantress potentially. Well, Prophet will fall.
Oh, that's a big kill.
Chuan's gonna die as well. No, just kidding. 430's here. Backup has arrived. No ultimate, but he can just try and run these heroes down. Io going invis. The gem's on him though. Io's not safe. He Drunken Hazes Inflame. He'll try and buy some time. Inflame can't run anywhere. Even with the Ghost Walk, they still have the vision for him. They'll kill him off. Now they'll kill off Io. The gem just turned the fight, and IG are now leading 12-3. That gem winning games. Now they'll T-Ward too.
Yeah, they're gonna get this ward, get that ward. And
MVP Chuan, no questions about that.
just look at how aggressive they're going on Black. Black is gonna get wards drop on his face, but he's probably gonna survive this? No, maybe not.
No, not with YYF rejoining the fight. And this is with an AM with what looks to be an 11-minute Battle Fury. He's almost got the Void Stone. He can just blink to the side shop and buy it. And they're taking the tier 2s. This AM can't be ganked. The Lions does no Blink Dagger. And we haven't even seen the AM do anything yet except farm. And they're still winning this 4v5.
You know, if you're AM and your team is already winning 4 versus 5, you probably won't have to do anything for the rest of the game.
Game was hard, Winter.
This game is tough.
This really reminds me of like classic IG, where they just go for this very early aggression. You know, like the team that invented the face rush, you might say, or at least brought it back.
Oh,
In
nice
G1
Stalker
League.
Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, Sven, these very aggressive tower divers. It's not quite the same lineup, but it's the same style, even if they pick different heroes. Just keep the pressure up, don't let your opponents get comfortable, and keep on ganking constantly.
You know, talk about tower diving. When he used to play with Nat, he as a support, he's playing a support Sven, and he'll tell the safe lane carry, give me farm, oh middle lane, it's dead.
He is very dead. Yeah, it's just watching 430 just camping on the hill with the gem, and even if Invoker managed to get off Ghost Walk, it wouldn't matter. He'd still die.
Yeah, to continue my trail of thought, Nat will say, give me a few creeps, I want to buy stock shield, then I'm gonna tank the tower, we dive and kill. So he'll basically tell the carry to give him space to farm a stock shield as a Sven, and he'll get a war cry early on. So war cry plus stock shield.
Yeah, and then you're pretty much invulnerable to the tower. They're diving June now. That auto crit comes out. Luo blinks in. Actually, he's overextended here. I think Ferrari was saying, no, this is a bad idea, but he got the memo a bit too late. He dies right as he competes. He did complete his Battle Fury first, but now he's dead.
That's a lot of money for the Bristleback. Middle lane. Oh, Chuan gets burned all his mana.
There's your BOTs for Tinker, but are they fast enough? Can he turn this game around?
BOT
Winter,
soaring.
I'm looking at the net worth chart, and all 5 of IG are on top. I've seen this maybe 3 or 4 times in my casting career. They have the top 5 farmers on one team. They're up 14k gold at 12 minutes. This is not quite unprecedented, but damn close.
Yeah, but I still feel that if they make mistakes, CIS still has a very small chance if IG makes mistakes. Because Tinker is a hero that, when you snowball hard enough, you can actually control the game by yourself.
Oh man, he's about to be food. He gets caught up by the panda. Eviscerated with the clap.
That's not helpful.
Oh no. They have that observer ward. They dewarded. They're gonna take the Roach now, and they are hunting Inflame. He'll Ghost Walk. The creep actually gave him away, and 430's on the chase. He could TP out now though, and there's a Brewmaster split. He's actually gone back for a Midas. They found him.
He's not TPing, he's dead.
Oh, Monovoid? Monovoid? Oh, he did. He went back for a Midas. 13.5 minutes in, after getting his Blink Dagger. What a farm Brewmaster, and the hits just keep on coming. They'll find Demon's mid next. Chuan's just cleaning up. They'll TP and their Bristleback, try to turn this fight around, but with the heal, the Necro Book, I don't think CIS can go on him. In fact, YYF wants to turn the tide. He'll go back in. Does manage to go into Nature's Guise and survives for now. But they're not done just yet. The Brewmaster's coming from the side. June's gonna fall, and in comes 430 as well. They'll bring down the Bristleback at long last. June. Black could be next if he's not careful.
If I ask you who is holding the Aegis, would you say Brewmaster?
No. Faith?
Shaman, Faith is holding the Aegis.
Well, that's why he's diving in here. And it looks like they'll get Black. That's a pretty big kill. Meanwhile, they do go on the AM and kill him. That's another death for Luo. He's feeding, man.
I said that he's not gonna be needing to do anything, but he's gonna make it. He wants to make it harder for his team.
Well,
Too
he's
easy.
he's 2 of their 5 deaths as the free farm anti-mage. Against a lineup that has no initiation, except EMP Tornado. They have no blink on the Lion. But it's okay. I guess Luo's allowed to feed this game because Chuan and 430 are carrying quite hard.
They're still gonna go in though. Fave's gonna get all his mana burn.
And the fight continues from here. They did go for a double Midas. Chuan picked one up as well, but with 430 having the split ready, you just see a CIS melt. Demons will fall quickly. They'll go into Io next, and that's 2 dead. They can probably find at least 1 or 2 more. They've got a Cyclone prepared. They'll throw that in the air. No, just a Boulder Toss on Black. Won't even bother. Now they'll Cyclone the Bristleback. The chase continues, and YYF will rejoin the fight. He's looking for a Sprout. Monovoid secures the kill. Luo, big contributions to the team fight now. And Inflame. Oh yeah, I'll get him too.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
going back to what you said just now, like Ferrari bought a Midas after the blink. I realized that he's been actually doing a lot of this recently. Even on OD, he gets a 4-star first. So basically, he gets a mobility item on the hero, then get a Midas after that. He doesn't rush the Midas.
What do you think about that? Is it a good style? Is there certain situations where he should be doing it?
I don't know. I think it's less greedy, and it's certain situations is obviously going to be helpful, but you have to try it out before you understand how actually it works and how is your tempo being slowed because of the Midas. Your Midas will be delayed by a few minutes because of that.
They've
It's like
actually
off.
gone triple Midas, including the
Tower is under
Prophet.
attack.
Somebody has not been watching the latest Admiral Bulldog Prophet. The blink. Did you see the blink for Steph?
Yeah, I've been actually really curious. He's been doing it since like I think a month ago, something like that.
Yeah, he's flaming in the chat right now. Although I don't think you can really flame IG after this game. They're doing almost everything right. Aside from Luo overextending once or twice, they've been pretty much
Yeah,
flawless.
but from the games I see, well, the reason he's been doing that is like because Maelstrom has
Radiant's
been
top
buffed
tower
and
is under
you
attack.
actually push lanes faster with the Maelstrom, the early Maelstrom and power traits, the attack speed, and the blink will just allow. The blink is like basically a replacement to the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, it also is really nice with Hex. I mean, we see that all the time on Tinker,
Oh yeah,
Shadow Shaman
you
Lion.
TP, you TP in the trees and blink Hex. The enemies can't possibly anticipate that. It's very hard to just position yourself if the Prophet has a blink.
It's like a poor man's Tinker, basically. Except he has more impact in the early phases of the game.
Yeah, blink Hex, and he even like gets 4-star on it so to make sure he doesn't die. The red
Black
dot.
is so sad right now.
Where's Black?
430 just had Boots of Travel, TP'd in bottom when Black was farming the wave, clapped him and critted him, and he didn't even. I think Laser was still. Yeah, he had used it to farm a creep, so it was cooling down, and then just dies. Meanwhile, Faith, he's been gone upon here, but he's got some backup coming from the Nature's Prophet. They'll finger him to try and secure the gem in flame. He's gonna Ghost Walk. Is he gonna grab it? No, he gets clapped down before he can.
He doesn't have a slot for the gem.
Oh my god, how sad is he now? And then meanwhile, June getting body blocked. Really nice micro by Chuan. He's got the. I saw him buy a Mask of Madness. Did he sell it? I'm not sure, but I don't see it on him now. And now,
Looks like
430
looks like
diving the
he's-
base.
Looks like he's going for a Bloodstone. No.
Oh, and he
Mask of
splits. He
Madness.
dodges the stun. He's gonna dive demons to the well. 430 showing off those pristine reactions. Cyclone's one. I don't think he can kill demons here, but he'll feed away his Earth Panda. He'll make the retreat with the Wind Panda, and away he goes.
Okay, I think this is already getting too out of hand.
Radiant's middle tower
Well.
is under attack.
IG looking reinvigorated. Winter, there was a point where this team looked lost. Like, out of all the tier 1 Chinese teams, like all the big name teams, LGD, Vici, IG, Newbie, and DK, I felt like IG looked by far the worst, but they have really stepped it up ever since WPC playoffs
WPC.
began.
Fallen.
Yeah, ever since WPCs, you could tell sometimes Chuan was really upset. Like he was like yelling, but by the end of the tournament, he was smiling all the way.
I feel like Chuan's emotion, yeah, they're like they're a barometer for the team, you know? If Chuan's smiling, everything's good. If Chuan's not smiling, there's a lot of problems.
Just
Compare
need
that
to
to
give him-
like Starladder, how he looked.
Give him a good dinner.
Yeah, that's what you told me when DK was coming. You said, feed Mushi, he doesn't like the Chinese food. He wants some Western food for once.
Yeah, he doesn't like the Chinese food.
Meanwhile, IG are trying to make Chinese food out of CIS. They're diving the mid lane. Tinker will walk in, he drops the mark, but the wards get deployed, and now the chase is on. On the side of the fight comes YYF. He's cleaned up too with some auto attacks. There will be a quick buyback from the Invokers. They'll dive the well in the meantime. The anti-mage finding the Tinker. The Lion as well. It's a double kill Mana Void, and CIS, they've had enough of the brutal beatdown. They will GG out now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh well, I think they went just too greedy, like the heroes. All of their heroes need so much space to farm.
Winter, that was a very one-sided game, I must say. And I gotta say MVP Chuan. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, the main movement, definitely Chuan was the MVP. He made the movement that actually decided the whole game, I would feel. It may seem like a small movement, running into the enemy jungle at that point and knowing that there was no observer there. It may seem like a small thing, but that move actually made the huge difference in the game.
Yeah,
Changed everything.
that was the snowball. That's really when it all began. After that, they started giving up multiple kills. Bottom lane, Chuan shut down the Tinker in the lane. He also stole their camp so they couldn't stack, and from there it was just all IG all the way.
Yeah, it's like you stop the supports from stacking for the Tinker, and the Tinker couldn't farm against a Prophet in the lane because he was so under pressured by the Enchantress.
Well, with that being said, guys, game 1 is a wrap, and IG 1 win away from knocking CIS out of the GEST challenge. This tournament powered by Gigabyte, of course presented by Beyond the Summit, myself here, LD, as well as Winter. Guys, you can follow him at Winter Dota on Twitter. We'll take a quick break, and we will come back for game number 2. Winter, any final words before we take that break?
I hope that Black picks a patch here.